welcome to another video. It's still the same day. I'm gonna link the first part of this video for you, but this person asked a question, and if I cannot answer the question in the comments because it's kind of a longer answer, I'm gonna answer it in the video like this. I mentioned that before. So this person asked, if I can remember the question correctly, my recruiter says I can't check a bag, and the airport says that you can only have 6 bottles. Okay, so let me tell you this. Your recruiter is not going to go with you to the airport. So you need to follow the airline, like what the airline says. The thing is, you don't know the airline. To go to the airport, when you're going to go to the airport, you're gonna go to the little kiosk, you're gonna print off your ticket. Nobody is gonna be with you through that process. At MEPS, they did assign like a group leader. I was one of the group leaders, but it was only 3 of us, okay? So they assigned group leaders, but do you really have to listen to them? I mean, you really don't. I would suggest that you do stick together, but if you ever went to the airport and like checked in, you already know the process. You have to remember though that a lot of the people who sign up to join the military are younger. So maybe they have never, checked in, never really done some of these things for themselves. So when the recruiter and people like that give information, it's really geared to people who really don't know any better. And I mean that in the, in the nicest way possible, right? So the recruiter's not going to be there with you. So you need to follow the airport's guidelines. However, like I told you guys before, the day that I came to do my MEPS physical, I watched a girl. She was about to check in. Homegirl had a duffel bag, a suitcase, and a backpack, and the people were shaking their head at her because she had way too much stuff, okay? I would only suggest to bring a backpack with the stuff that you need. If it cannot fit inside of that one backpack, I would not bring it, because they're going to give you so much more stuff, and you just don't want to make yourself stand out by having all this stuff. But let me paint a picture for you. Nobody really going to see you with all this stuff. As soon as you get to Fort Sill, they're going to take your bag. Remember what I said, like putting your stuff all in the Ziploc bag, the stuff that you need immediately. It's not like you're going to be carrying this bag with you. You know what I mean? So can you check a bag? Well, you don't know what airline you're going on. So if you're asking, can you check a bag because you think that they're going to provide the money for you to check a bag, they're not. So if I was you, I'd bring some extra money, because let's say they put you on Spirit Airlines. Well, you're going to have to pay for that bag. It's not going to be included. So if you plan to check a bag because you have larger items inside of the bag, I would bring that money. But who's going to know if you check the bag? Let me tell you this, the guy who I went with, so he walked through, I had all my stuff in travel size just because I knew better, right? Excuse me, my daughter's in the bag. I had all my stuff in travel size because I knew better. And we went through like the checkpoint, you take off your backpack through TSA. We took off our backpacks, we put it through the belt, and he went through before me, and he was like, "Why you get your bag? How you get your bag back before I get my bag?" And I'm like, and the man was like, "What you got in here?" And I said, "What you got in that bag?" And he was just smiling. He was like, "Ain't nothing in the bag." So they took him to the front where they let you know what it is that they found in your bag, and either handcuff your behind or simply throw your stuff in the trash. And he had full size, Shea Moisture products. What do you call it? It was the he had full size Shea Moisture products, the castor oil line, inside thing. And the man was like, "So I'm about to throw all this away." He was like, "Man, my mom just bought me this stuff." And he was like, "Well, you can't bring it. So you can either take your bag and go check it, or I can throw it away." And we came there, like we were sitting there for like 6 hours. So he did have the option to go and check his bag. Was the recruiter there? No. Would the recruiter have known that he checked his bag? No. No one's going to know you check your bag. Even when we go to the next airport, even when we went to the next airport, like when we arrived at Fort Sill and we picked up our luggage and stuff, there was no one there. There was no drill sergeants there. You don't meet up with the drill sergeant until you get on the bus to actually head to Fort Sill. So once you land in Oklahoma's airport, there is a, what do you call it? Come on. It's leaving my mind. It was the YMCA, but it was sponsored by, I'll put the name on the screen. I can't even think of the name. The little people who come and give stuff to soldiers. We went in there. There was no drill sergeants in there. Those were all civilians running that stuff. Nobody's going to know if you check your bag or not. And if you have larger products in there, go ahead and you're going to need to check your bag. I'm telling you, I mean, the recruiter, their goal is to recruit you. So you've already been recruited, and that's that. Okay, I'm gonna look at the question once I stop driving and then see if I need to answer anything else in there. All right, so no, it looks like that was all to the question. Was basically, can you check your bag? So I hope I gave you a good scenario. If you need to check your bag, check your bag. I would try not to check my bag just because it's more of a hassle, especially if you're with other people and stuff like that. But like, even when I came back for holiday block leave, there were people who checked bags then. I didn't check any bags because I knew that I was coming back home. But yes, you can check a bag if you need to. Just make sure that you keep it to one bag and you're not literally like packing, you know, for a family of 5. Okay, so definitely keep things condensed, because once you get to basic training, like if you have too much stuff, they're gonna say something about it just because you have too much stuff. But that only is drill sergeant dependent. I wish I had the girls here so they could tell you. Some people had, like, it looked like a Bath and Body Work collection of stuff in there, and this was before we came back from holiday block leave. You want to be there. And let me tell you this also before I go. Once you get there, so let's say you don't bring nothing. Once you get there, they're gonna make you buy the stuff at the PX. So you're gonna have to spend money once you get there. Now the thing is, they give you that card, which I showed you and I'll link that video. They give you that card, but what they really do, it's all system. It's all a system, girl. Okay, what they really do is they take that card and they say, here, go to the PX and give us back the money that we just gave you. Because remember, that money is being taken off of your check as an advance. So the more stuff that you bring and the better prepared you are, the less of that money you have to spend, and therefore the more money that you get to keep in your pocket. So this whole notion of like, don't bring nothing is asinine. You're gonna have to buy it anyway. Like, you're not gonna be able to say, hey, I don't have any shower, drill sergeant, well, you ain't gonna say hey anyway, okay? You're not gonna be able to tell the drill sergeant, like, you don't have any shower gel, can you have some? They have like a little, they barely have cleaning supplies for you to clean the bathroom with. When I came back for holiday block leave, I came back with gloves, so witch hazel to spray off the toilet. Like, they didn't have any of that stuff. When people were getting injured, doing the rucks and stuff like that, I had band-aids. I had my own little first aid kit. The drill sergeants did not have any of that stuff. So this whole notion of don't bring anything is asinine. And I would take that advice with a grain of salt, because like I said, they are not going to be there with you at basic training. And you're just going to have to be mad, rolling your eyes. And you're not even going to want to call them when you get your break to use your phone. Be like, well, you told me don't bring this and then I don't have it. You're not even going to want to do that. It is better to be fully prepared than to come there and be stressed out because you don't have something that you really need. Okay? So, as always, if you have a question, ask a question. And if you need me to go further on this explanation, if anyone else has any questions, put them down below in the comments, and I'll start another video and we'll keep rolling it like this. I might do a live, but I don't want people who have questions to miss out on the live and all this kind of stuff. So if you just have a question, I have time to make a video, I'm going to go ahead and make a video for you. And I think you're leaving soon, so best wishes to you, girl. Best wishes to you, okay? It's going to be good. Don't be afraid. Don't get all antsy, like thinking that you need to over-prepare. And over prepare in a way of like, if I don't have this, calm down. Do what you need to do, okay? And then smooth sailing, okay? What is going to be, okay? I pray you have a safe trip. I pray that you have a great experience there. And even if you don't have a good experience, I pray that you bring a good experience from it, okay? As always, like I said, if you have a question, ask a question, and I'll see you guys in the next video.